So once again I welcome on the class of Foundation Engineering. So last class I have discussed about the soil exploration, and in soil exploration I have discussed the different types of boring and different types of soil sampler used. And after that I have discussed the what is area ratio, what is inside clearance and what is outside clearance, and we have discussed about the range of the area range of these three parameters. So today I will discuss the expansive soil. So definition of expansive soil, and after that two tests, that is one is pre-swell test and second one is differential pre-swell test. So let us discuss about the expansive soil. Expansive soil. So what is expansive soil? The soil which has tendency to increase the volume in the presence of water and decrease in volume in the absence of water, and such type of soil is called expansive soil. And this expansive behavior in the soil is due to the presence of clay minerals like montmorillonite, elite and kaolinite. But the presence of montmorillonite mineral, the soil has very high expansive or swelling or shrinkage behavior. So if I write the definition, so the soil which has tendency to increase the volume of soil in the presence of water and decrease the volume in the absence of water, and this phenomena is called expansive, or this soil is called expansive soil. Expansive behavior occur due to the presence of clay minerals like montmorillonite. Two tests is performed on this expansive behavior of the soil. The first one is called free swell test. Free swell test. So in free swell test, what we do, about 10 gram of soil sample, dry soil sample or oven dry soil sample is taken, which is passes through the 425 micron sieve, and a 100 ml cylindrical measure is taken, and put the 10 gram dry soil sample into the cylindrical measure, and after that uh, fill the water up to the uh, 100 ml volume, and allow to settle the soil for 24 hours, and after 24 hours read the swell volume of the soil, and once you have taken the final volume of the soil or swollen volume of the soil, so the differential free swell can be, free swell can be computed as final volume of the soil minus initial volume of the soil divided by initial volume into 100. So what are the various apparatus, or so 10 gram oven dry soil sample, which is passes through 425 micron sieve. 100 ml capacity, 100 ml capacity cylinder, cylindrical flask is taken. Initial volume of soil is recorded. Allow the soil sample to settle and swelling. Allow the soil sample to settle and swell the for 24 hours. So free swell can be computed as by final volume of soil in water minus initial volume of soil divided by initial volume into 100. So this will give the value of free swell in percentage. And for different uh, clay minerals, clay minerals and percent free swell value. So for Mont Morillonite, the value is from 1200 to 2000. For Chalonite, it is 80, and for Elite it is 30 to 80. So this is the value accordingly for the different clay minerals. So we can see that the percent free swell value for the Mont Morillonite is very high as compared to the Chalonite and Elite. So this is the first test, free swell test. 10 gram oven dry soil sample is taken and which is passes through 425 micron sieve. 100 ml capacity cylindrical flask is taken, and dry soil sample is put into the cylindrical flask, and water is filled up to 100 ml capacity, and it is allowed to settle and swell for 24 hours, and after that once again read the final volume of the soil or swelling volume of the soil, and differential free swell value can be computed as final volume of soil minus initial volume divided by initial volume into 100. And we have seen the range of free swell value for different types of mineral. So the second test is differential free swell index. Differential free swell test. So in differential free swell test, two cylindrical measures of capacity 100 ml is taken, and once again 10 gram soil sample, oven dry soil sample is taken, which is passes through 425 micron sieve, and in the first cylinder put this 10 gram soil sample and fill the water up to 100 ml capacity, and in the second cylinder put this 10 gram oven dry soil sample and filled it by the kerosene oil up to 100 ml capacity, and these two cylindrical sample is allowed to settle and swell for 24 hours, and after 24 hours read the volume of soil in water and volume of soil in the kerosene. So the differential free soil value can be computed as the ratio of difference in soil volume in water and soil volume in kerosene to the soil volume in the kerosene into 100. So if I write the procedure, we can see here this is the uh, cylindrical measure of 100 ml capacity, and it is filled with the kerosene, and it is filled with the water. So 10 gram soil sample which is passes through 425 micron sieve. Two numbers of 100 ml capacity cylindrical flask is used. One cylindrical flask is filled by water and other is filled by kerosene, and allow the soil in both cylindrical measure for 24 hours to settle and swell. So the differential free swell value can be computed as soil volume in water minus soil volume in kerosene divided by soil volume in kerosene into 100. So this will give the value of differential free swell index, and this differential free swell index value is greater than 50, then it is severe. So if I write the value, and so percent DFS means differential free swell index, and expansiveness. So if it is less than 20%, then 20 to 35, 35 to 50, and greater than 50%. So if it is less than 20%, then it will be low, moderate, high, very high, very high degree of expansiveness. So if a soil have differential free swell differential free swell value is less than 20, then expansiveness is low. 20 to 35, then it is moderate. 35 to 50, then high, and greater than 50, then it is very high.